Hello my friends and welcome back to another Dress It Up Buttons video. This is Trish from Pink Poodle Jewelry Studio and today we're going to be making something with these fun periwinkle buttons. Let's look over them and see what all we have to work with. These are the Peri Blooms. These are super cute. And here we have the micro hearts. You can do a ton of stuff with those. The beautiful fancy button mix, my favorite. Some of the periwinkle rounds, always versatile. And then we have some really cute Very Peri hearts, some Very Peri rhinestone flowers. Those are absolutely adorable. Can't wait to use those. And then we have our gorgeous Very Peri tassels. Can't go wrong with tassels. So I have this crate here I'm going to decorate with you guys today. I whitewashed it white with a little bit of white paint. I have some various trims and ribbons and a little bit of fairy silk here that I'm going to be possibly using. And I just got out some pearl trim. I don't know if we'll be using that or not, but we'll see what happens. You're going to need your scissors. And of course your beautiful buttons. And a glue gun as well, guys. So on this crate, as I mentioned, I whitewashed this just with some white paint. That's the look I was going for. You could leave it plain. You could paint it another color if you prefer, but that's what I wanted to do. Here I'm just auditioning some different ribbons on the colors that I want to use for the front. So I found this really cute sheer flower ribbon that I really like, and I'm just gonna trim the ends of that just to neaten everything up before I proceed with hot gluing it on. And I'm just looking at it again, just making sure, okay, how am I gonna do this? So I'm laying it in the middle. I like the looks of it, so I'm getting my glue gun here, and I'm gonna apply a little bit of glue down the middle slat there and just apply my ribbon to that in the center. And I'm leaving even amounts on either side so I can wrap them around the sides. I know that it's not going to go clear around the back, and I'm fine with that. I'm just going to do it, like I said, around the sides and then fold the ends under on the back. And here I'm just applying some more glue on the sides to get that wrapped around. And I'm just pulling it slightly just to keep things nice and taut. And then I'm just gluing the ends down. I'm going to go back and glue those little corners too, just to make sure everything is nice and snug and finished. And I see how I lifted that there. I wasn't happy with my placement. It was okay because I did it whenever the glue was still tacky, so that worked out. And here I'm gluing the ends as well. I'm just putting some on the corners and on the middle. So I'm happy with that. I have my sheer ribbon there. And I'm going to start deciding what buttons I want to use. So here I'm just putting on a dab of hot glue, and I'm going to put one of those adorable flower buttons on. I just love the crystals in the middle of these guys. It just really makes them pop. I love them. And then I'm picking out one of the buttons from the fancy mix. So basically, I'm just going every other with these buttons. So here, I'm just going to start doing the same thing along the edge. I've decided I want to use some of my micro buttons, my hearts and my rounds up along the top edge and the bottom edge. So it's just as simple as putting a little dab of glue and adding a button. As I'm doing this, I decided, you know what, I think I want to do every other with the rounds. So I'm pulling off that heart, and I'm just showing you how easy that is, just to take that off. And I'll add another dab of glue, because in my head, I thought I wanted to put all the hearts across the top and the rounds on the bottom. But I've decided to do the every other pattern. And I'm just using here, guys, I'm using just regular hot glue. This isn't a special kind or anything, with a regular hot glue gun. And I'm just placing those using a wax tip tool, and it really makes it nice. You don't have to have one of these. It just has always made it nice for me to set the crystals in and apply tiny buttons to things. And here you can see I'm just cleaning up some of that glue there. Just trying to make sure I can get a good look at it and make sure it's running the way I want it to be. So here are the last buttons on the top, and you can see how cute that looks. I'm really happy with that. So guys, as we go into this next shot, you can see there's a difference. There's a pink ribbon there, and I'm re-gluing buttons. Well, I decided that I wanted to put a more solid color behind those buttons because they weren't really popping off of that ribbon. And this just shows you how versatile they are. You're able to take them off the hot glue and then just reapply them right back to. They're just high quality, so you're able to do that. So I'm just going to do the hearts on the corner. I could not get by without using some of those. I really like the pattern of that. It's almost like a plaid, but I love it. I love that look. And just doing the same thing on the other side here, guys. So you can see how cute that came out. I really like it, but in my opinion, more is more. I'm just going to take those micro buttons and start placing them in the middle of the flowers. I just think it looks good. It gives it some dimension and just kind of really makes it pop. And those hearts up there in the corner, I'm going to do the same thing with, but I'm going to use the micro hearts to put in the middle of that. And here I am using that wax stick again, guys. Really handy item. Okay, and the same thing on the other side. Just a dollop of glue and a cute little heart button right on that side. So here I'm going to make a little bow for the top of our box. I am using some fairy silk. This is from Jessie James Beads. And I just like the way it looks. I think it's a little bit darker of a purple, so it's going to make the periwinkle color kind of pop. So I'm just making my bow. I'm trimming it here with my scissors. And I'm just going to take the hot glue gun and place a little dollop of glue in the center. So that way I can attach our fairy silk bow. Really cute. I love the pop of that dark purple with the periwinkle. Just really enjoy that. So guys, here is our finished product. And you can see that I put some yellow rickrack on it just to give it a little bit more of a pop. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.